did wrong. I was sorry. I had like all this stuff going on. Let's see if it. I think I understand what happened now. You can hear me. Okay, good. I'm sorry. I had to redo it because there was like craziness going on the. I had Okay, here we go. I had. Okay, I think this is working now. I think it'll work now. But if the chat don't work, it don't work. I'm trying to get it to work for not just ours for Facebook, but for um, TikTok too. So I'm just gonna quick do that. Might still take a minute. I think my username. So just 1 second. Now that it's all calmed down and not repeating myself over and over again. That was crazy. Okay. I think it's I know why it happened now, but it was funny. Okay. All right. I can see myself. We're going to activate this source. And I can see what's going on here. There. I figured it out. Okay. So there we go. And let's see if I can. Comment now. Hello. There we go. It works now. Okay. I figured it out. I had a thing open saying that I had a TikTok open on my screen and it was repeating me over and over again. It was funny. So, hello everyone. You'd share the live. I'd appreciate it. Sorry if that I had to leave before I started the live and then I came back. All right. So, I think it is working. Yeah. Okay. So, hello. Welcome back. I am here. How are you guys doing? Everything should work. And if you want to put your name on the list for getting readings, let me know. My name is Hi Dinky. How you doing? Hi Zoe. Hi everyone. Let's see if I can get this up. I think Jessica's here. Jessica and Lauren. Hello. So my name's Angie. And I do readings from spirit for your past loved ones. And yep. I don't know if you can hear me. Can you hear me on there? Oh, no sound detected. What the heck happened? Oh, it says no sound detected for some reason. Let me see. If there's no sound detected, TikTok will just be like, nope, no sound. Oh, you know what I mean? Weird. You can hear me, but oh, there it is. It's saying I don't know what's going on. Okay. Oh, there. Now, okay. All right. So who wants a reading? Think you would love one. Sure. Okay, you guys can hear me. I'm glad. Thanks. All right. So start putting your name on the list you see on the screen. You can just put exclamation point spirit. You don't have to capitalize spirit. Yes, I do mediumship and spirit guides and um loved ones. I can do psychic readings. I kind of do it all. So okay, so I did say that who is it called? Dinky will get their first reading. So, and then we'll go to Julia, and then so, and I think everybody. All right. Okay. Let me just relax for a bit. I was like, what the heck's going on? I think the list is it's just not long enough on here. Let's see if I can. Yeah, you're only going to see the first three names, I guess. Let me see if I can change it, transform it to show you bigger properties here. So 1500 maybe. Oh, no, it just shows the first three. I don't know why. All right, we'll see what happens. You should be on the list. I think it's just, oh, there it goes. It's showing up now. All right. Anyway. Okay. Yep. Let's see. What was her name? Dinky? I think her name was, did I say it right? Yeah, Dinky. Okay, Dinky, you wanna, I'm gonna give you a reading, honey. All right. I'm gonna pull a card from this moon deck. You're welcome. And let's see. This one. Oh, I like this. So what it says here, I love myself completely and unconditionally. So what I do usually is I okay. I Shauna says we are stuck in the matrix soul traps and I'm handing out the keys. Okay. Good. Thank you. um so I love myself completely and unconditionally and Dinky, I feel like there's a friend in spirit of yours. She feels like a friend. I feel like you met her in it feels like high school. It feels like the high school age. I feel like she's passed. She's showing me like a dartboard. Um she said darts. I don't know if that it might be something around you. You might not have to deal with her, but um I'm getting like pain in my back. That might be around you. I feel like you had a falling out with her at one point over a it felt like somebody one of you were seeing, and I feel like didn't like how he was treating you. I'm also getting flush on my cheeks. I feel like there's like um if you can take any of this or give me any feedback, let me know if I'm on the right. It's just you don't have to tell me like don't feed me, but just you can tell me if I'm on the right track or if you understand this person, Dinky. This is for you, Dinky. Or yeah, Dinky's still here. I think she's still here. I can't tell. Not the person. No, okay. It just feels like a female. Feels like a friend. The neck, yes. Okay. So I'm on the right path with that. So it feels like a female, feels like a friend. It feels like somebody that's the same age that you are, or, within the same age. And I do feel like a heart attack might have happened, but I feel like that might have been for a different person in spirit. I think it might have been it feels like more of another female. I feel like there's a lot of confusion of how that person actually passed away. Um, oh, okay. You had a heart attack. Okay. Well, maybe I'm just getting a lot of more of like things around you then. But I feel like there was somebody that passed away too, where there's confusion around how they passed away. Like, because there was just so much going wrong with that person. Um, yes, okay. Um, I feel like there's a lot of people like I'm like getting they're just coming in and out. Dinky, I'm sorry. So there's and I'm trying to grab onto one, but it's like they're constantly like one now is saying there's a male, and I don't know if that person is also was is the confusion part, of how they pass, but I feel like that was connected to a female. So this male now feels more like a father figure, and I feel like he had a lot. You're rarely worried about him. You wasn't in high school though. Oh, okay. So is it like more of like well, I was talking about like high school age, but I was thinking is it more in your 20s then you met them? Cuz yes, okay. So cuz I should have said high school college age, but so I did feel like it was, around the you teeter on the 17, 18, 20, early 20, things, Um, so this person makes me feel like you would go, well, I don't know if you could take darts, but maybe that was like in reference because now like she's make me feel like you would go to the bars with her, if that makes sense. And I feel like this person, you go out with her. I know we do that with our friends, but it seemed like more to that than it is. I think I don't know if you like it makes me feel like almost like line dancing or um yeah, okay. I don't know if we can take that. Well, thank you for sharing the live everyone and all that and stuff like that. Afternoon, Sandra. No, you didn't do that. Okay. I don't know why I'm feeling like a going to the going to like it just makes me feel like, because it was like darts, and I felt like going to a bar. Maybe just went once. Is she mentioning once? Because I was like, well, let's see. She's going back to her neck again. I feel like you've had a lot of stress over a meal recently, and that's where the stress is happening in your neck. I feel like there's like more of like, and I'm getting like a cloudy, like, are you having issues with also like getting enough blood flow to places? I feel like that's an issue for, because I feel dizzy. I feel kind of, so I feel like there's like a lot of stress happening for you, Dinky. And I feel like she's indicating like you should, yes, okay. I feel like you should, she's indicating like more so to just like she's showing me you going into a room and trying to just kind of close yourself off from people. And she's indicating like that's not like you're trying to isolate yourself, but more so just to have some peace and quiet. And um if you've done that, I think it's a good thing. It's just like kind of just allowing yourself to sit and to breathe. um and I feel like with the card that you got, oh yes, I feel like it's just knowing what you can take in for yourself. You know how much you can take from people, and I think it's allowing yourself that space, and that, and granting yourself that time to just go sit off, um and not feeling guilty for it, because it's your health. I think there's a lot of things with that do affect it, and just understanding that, and not feeling like I said, guilty, um or doing, going and doing that for yourself. I feel like she had like when I was asking her for a name, she said the name Melissa. I don't know if you can take a Melissa. And she showed me like a present from spirit from her, would not Melissa. Maybe it's a variation. Is it? I'm not. Sometimes it's names around you, but she showed me a present from spirit, and it was like a little, like, I wanted to say a chinchilla or something. It was like a little like hamster. Like, she showed me that from spirit. I don't know if you can take that, but around her or you, so it looked like a little yeah, hamster. But it looked like an animated one. I don't know if you can take that or understand what she would give that from spirit, but there you go. Dinky, thank you for working with me and being the first to read. That's always the hardest one, because I gotta like calm myself and go into, you know, into the mode of things. You can't think of anything. I mean, sometimes it's just something, you know, that you might think of later. That, but it looked like a little hamster, but it looked like a or gerbil or guinea pig type thing. I can't really. So, all right, thank you. All right, what do we got next? We got. You're welcome. We got. All right, we got Julia. Couldn't see what that said. All right, Julia. Hi. How you doing? I think we had you last time. Welcome back. Thank you, Dinky, for sharing the live and for taking the first message. I really appreciate it. That's really nice of you. All right, Julia. Oh, thank you. I try. I'm like, I felt bad. I didn't get exactly what Dinky, you get things, you get bits and pieces, and it's hard to like especially when you first start out, um, connecting with people like this. It takes a bit. So, uh, you know, like I got good amount. I try not to judge myself. You always gotta, you're always judging like, oh man, didn't do that good for Dinky, but I think I did. I did good. All right, Julia. Let's see. Let's get the neck problem out of the thing. All right. I think Julie. Dinky needs to go to the chiropractor or something. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Aunt Sandra. That's nice. You guys are so nice. Thank you. Try. Whatever spirit says. Okay. Julia, it is your turn. And I don't remember what we did last time. I haven't looked at it since I did it. Oh, is it partially fused? That's why it feels like I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't move it. Yeah, you know what I mean? Oh, hi. Hi, Yvonne. It's nice that you're on. I don't know if... Oh, thank you, Yvonne. You're so sweet. Okay. You guys are just so nice. So, I just try to do what I can here. All right. I should bring that message. I didn't see Yvonne writing before. All right. Okay, let's see. All right, Julia. We got the shapeshifter deck. And I feel like there's a male. Like I said, it was a male. I can't remember what we did last time, but oh, I love this. I can't see if I. Oh, for some reason I brought down the wrong thing. Okay, here we go. This is Artemis of the Forest. Now you are independent and free. Oh man. Um. So Julia, I feel like there's a coming. Like I always for these I especially the deer, and then I see the more of the like I guess it's like a baby deer, but like I see that, and then you see more of the other part of it. I think it's like bringing both your innocence and your power, because the buck, like you're kind of going against what you're got your own mind, and you're headstrong, but I'm not saying it's a bad headstrong, but I feel like it's a good one because you are integrating the innocence to it, and bringing up it's bringing up the child part of yourself into who you are, and understanding that that seeing life through like eyes where you actually you're very open-minded, and the where that buck comes in is more of like letting people know, like, hey, this is what I think, and you're not afraid to like admit it. um I feel like there's like parts of you that comes out more in front of certain people, and you feel comfortable with that. I think there's an idea that other people, I feel like more like parental figures, like your parents, it might not, you're less likely to like voice your opinion, but I think it's starting to, like, that change is starting to happen. I feel like a change in you, where you feel like you are starting to be able to do that more. um okay, that's right. All right, my nose, it just, and I feel like there's more clarity around where you need to go. I feel like there's like I felt like a male in spirit, but it didn't feel like somebody that I feel okay. I feel a male in spirit that did pass away, but then I that you know, and I do feel a male guide that you have, and I feel like the male guide is more of one. I think when we talk to hear things and we hear like that intuition inside us, I feel like there's more. I feel like sometimes that male guide is the one that when you do have doubts about yourself and your confidence about what you're saying sometimes. I feel like he does kind of like come in and chime in and kind of help you to understand that no, you are, stand up for what you're saying. I feel like he's the one kind of like being that intuition of no, this is correct. Why would I doubt what I feel? When people are trying to say no, that's not, that's not how it happened. You're like, well, that's how I felt. So, and he's allowing you to have that space. It's like a little gentle push she's giving you, helping you with that confidence. I feel the male in spirit I feel is more like it felt like more of like a father figure, but like but it's not your father. I think it's more of like a mentor you had, like an old teacher. I feel like you had it's like a favorite teacher you had. um it feels like a science teacher. I don't know if you had a science teacher that you connected with. Definitely feels like a classroom type thing. I don't maybe I'm just I don't I just feel the need to say that you really blossomed in certain subjects that you would, I don't know why. It's just like you really you had a knack for something. You never connected with a teacher. Maybe it just feels that way. It feels like like a mentor. It feels like you really had like a connection with somebody that was like mentoring you, that was helping you with some. I feel like it's like a I feel like it just feels like you're at a like a desk or some type of desk, and I feel like that person is on the other side, and I don't know why. So I'm assuming it was a teacher, and I felt like it was more of like understanding like science or psychology of some sort, unless I'm just seeing something around you and I'm thinking they're in spirit. But I really do feel like this person's in spirit, and um, yeah, it just feels like just understanding oh, okay, that's what it is. Okay, so it's a okay, so I'm seeing because I was like thinking psychology. Okay, that makes sense. So he's like he's saying you had a knack for those sorts of things, and I feel like I feel like he's indicating that you should like, I don't know if you followed this, but he's like he's talking about just following some of those, delving into that area again, even if it's not through work, but more so um on your own, like a hobby. He's saying you probably like that. He's indicating like, you um he's showing me like a frog. I don't know if you liked frogs, but like are really were interested in them, and the what I feel like there's something you do with frogs that you um I feel like something with their call or something that you might have been interested in at one point, or I don't know. He's That's what he's showing me. Okay, your reptile pets. I want to do more about. Okay, makes sense. Okay, because I was thinking like a frog, yeah. And then so he's saying, yeah, he's like you have a knack for that. He's talking about your hobby. So I think he's just giving you that extra um push to that's an amazing, just thing to do for you. I don't know. It's it's like he just wanted me to give you like a ribbon like somebody would give you at a, I don't know, like a, like at a, I don't want to say like a fair, but kind of like you want to give you a ribbon. I don't know, like you would pin, it's round like this, and then it has two thing like that. It comes off the tails. So he was giving me that to you from spirit. So I'll leave his love with you, Julia. Um, well, I'm glad we figured out the teacher part because I was like, I know you're welcome. Well, it's exciting working with your reptiles. I wonder what kind of reptiles do you have, Julia? Oh, that's pretty cool. All right. Let's see. We got um, snakes and lizards. Wow, that's cool. I'm not one for spiders, so. All right, Jessica. But other than that, I'm okay with anything else. Well, I can't say for certain for snakes, but I haven't I mean, I have them. I live in Florida, so they're around us. You have tarantulas? Ah, no. Not me. Okay, let's see. All right, Jessica, if you're still here, Wingington, oh, you reading? I don't know how many we have on here, but okay. Oh, I don't want. Oh, sure, we'll do this one. Angelic activations for Jessica, if that's okay, or if you want something different, let me know. But I have this. It's a new deck, so well, fairly new. I opened it last week or this week, last week. Okay, Jessica, let's see what we got. I feel like there's a. Oh, you do love it. Okay, good. All right. Mm, which one's? Oh, the Water Guardian. Oh, she's so pretty. Um, that's what she looks like. And they have these have like a longer thing on here, so I'll show it to you and then I'll read it because I can read it. Water Guardian, let your emotions flow. There are a lot of feelings within you. It's time to let them out. Your emotions are powerful. messengers here that allow you to express the tender, more vulnerable parts of yourself. Don't fight against this. For in revealing this natural part of yourself, you are also revealing your beauty and gifts and allowing others to witness the most authentic part of you. So, let's see. Oh, and it says activation, water guardian. I trust my emotions and I let them flow with ease. So, so with this card, I do think that, the card does talk about, a lot of stuff, but I feel like I didn't even like retain what it said, but like I'm reading like what it said, and then I was thinking more of like what the card, the intuition, what spirit's saying from the card for me to tell you is I feel like the emotions do well up in you, and it's allowing them out, which is a good thing. I think sometimes you might not let them out right away, and it's like having a leak. I feel like it just kind of like, I feel like it just, there's these feelings you get sometimes of intuition about people or things happening, and I think it's listening to those more that you should concentrate more on, instead of just thinking that you're it's and I think it's not, I think there's times where you have overthought things, but there's things where there were times where you haven't and you've had this intuition. So it's like it's really hard to like decipher which is which and for you. But I think if you were to hold it and understand, you I think you can hold it and understand what I'm saying about when things do pop up. It's not an overthinking of something that actually it's, you'll know the difference is what I'm trying to say. And that's where that's why I thought of that, because of all the purple coming around. I do over time at times, and so I keep things in a lot for fear of overthinking the situation. Yeah, yeah. I think there's been people that have told you you're overthinking something, but really you were correct. So it's been hard to, when you get told that, when when you actually were right, it's hard to then trust yourself. Does you know what I mean? So I think it's that talk, because sometimes when you do say something to somebody, they get defensive and like, no, you're overthinking it. You're No, that's not what happened. But at the same time, yeah, it is. It's just that they told you that. So then you take that and go, maybe I am, and you doubt yourself, but really you were correct. So it's that I want to say that dance that we do with people, that not to take that dance inwardly and to trust yourself more, I guess. Um, I also just when you I think when you do have feelings, not, about something, and somebody is is not to allow that to like well up inside you until it comes out. Allow it to come out sooner than that. Not when you're triggered, but more like at a good time where you can actually sit and have a conversation about it. Um, I just think there's like a feeling of I just it's like they're saying, you know yourself and trust yourself. I feel like you've been, I don't know if it's like metaphorically, but or there this is real, like really happening right now, but I feel like you've had issues with your eyes. Um like I don't know if you're just being, not saying you're getting gaslit by someone, but I feel like there are times where people, you're really questioning a lot of yourself, and they're showing like they're explaining something with the, like I feel like you have pressure in your eyes, um or you're really struggling to like make sure you are seeing certain things correctly, and and I feel like a female in spirit, it feels like a mother figure, but more so like a grandma that was like a mother to you, and I feel like she feels very loving, and but I feel like you weren't with her a lot, you know? It's like you wanted to be with her, but it was um not possible all the time. Um so it was sad for you. Um I feel like a need to want to connect with her more. I don't get a sense that she was too far away. I get more of, yeah, your grandmother. I don't feel, I get a sense like she was too far away in distance, but I just feel like more so like your mom didn't want to, or a family member didn't want to, like, oh, and just time and things came up, yeah. Just feel like your mom, yeah. I just, she wants me to say that she wants to give you a hug from spirit. That's what she said. I feel like you really did enjoy like when you would. I feel she's showing me like when you guys would to get together, the affection you showed her, like hugs and stuff, really mattered. It was like I feel like it's just something to do with that the hug that you would get from her. She's saying that that also was how she felt, how important it was when you guys did meet. And I do believe there's more to like the not meeting. And I think there's a lot of facets to it, especially as you got older, but I feel she's like not indicating that there was ever like an issue that she had. I mean, she knows that you have life and things going on and stuff like that. I feel like there's something you do with flowers that you gave her, like it's during her after she passed. There's some flowers, and then there's, or if it was like right before, I feel like there's some type of something with flowers you did, and she's indicating that she's very thankful for that, for those, for the flowers. She's saying thank you for the flowers. So, um, well, if you put some on her grave recently or something, but I'll leave her love with you, Jessica, and thank you for um, coming in my life. You're welcome. Hope some of that resonated. Let me see. She's very sweet. She's a very measured person. She seems very just down to earth and understanding. Very understanding. So that's the way I. All right. Lauren, if you are here, which you are, Lauren Michelle Brock. I'm going to give you fairies if you want. Want some fairies? Fairy oracles? Oh, you love fairies. Good. Fairies are fun. And thank you everybody for the. Thank you Sandra for the TikTok stuff that you sent. It's very sweet. Wow, I got 18 gifts already. How many you guys are sending? But okay. All right. All right, Lauren. Lauren. See what I can get here. I'll go with a card first. Oh man. New beginnings. The fairy godmother heralds the joyous news of a new baby or the birth of a cherished idea. Protect and nurture your ideas as you would a baby. Let's see what that's what the card says. Let's see. I feel more so for this. I feel like well, before I picked the card, right before I picked the card, I felt like a father in spirit for you, and I felt like he was um okay, I said father, then I heard the word uncle, which I don't know if he has a brother. So, and then I also so if there's maybe there's an uncle that felt like a father, but I feel like he might be two people that are together up there. I feel like I say up there, but in reference to like what we think of what where they are. And I feel like there's an issue with their one of I feel like it's this uncle. Maybe if he doesn't have a brother, it would be like a person that felt like a brother to him. But this is just what they're kind of showing, But I feel like he had issues with his stomach. I feel like this is why he passed away. I feel like he had some type of cancer there, like in the stomach. I feel like it's more like the the pancreas or something. You know what I mean? Like that area. And he's showing me. Okay, colon cancers. That's why I was like, I'm like way deep in there. That's what it felt like. You know what I mean? So that's why I went. So both your grandfather. Wow. Okay. So I don't know why I'm feeling like an uncle But they're showing me like when I was after I said about the cancer, they showed me a vision, a picture of, it's not a physical pic, but in my head, a image, if I can get the word out, of a man sitting in a chair, and he did look older, and he was in a like a didn't look like a wheelchair, it just looked like more of a chair, and I feel like you sat with him at one point at the end. Um, Lauren. Hi, Gretchen. Well, okay. So, hi, Gretchen. You said you need help. Well, if you need a lot, certain help, I only just give readings. I do what I give spirit readings. So, like, can't help, but like, but if you need like other help, please don't wait on me. But I got a list going. But you can put your name on a list, and I'll see what spirit has to say. Okay, so Lauren, Michelle. So both grandfathers today. Okay, good. Okay, Gretchen. Well, you said you need help. Like, oh no. Like, um, and you still have one's chair in our house. Okay, so it makes sense. So you understand what I mean then, Lauren. Um, but that's what they wanted to show, and I feel like there was just he was showing me that you were there, and I feel like you were holding his hand, and it was like a talk. I feel like there's more like you were talking to him about something. I do believe he's showing me that he has his eyes open, and he seems like he's able to like understand you. Um Maybe there was a question that you he wasn't understanding, but he's indicating like he had a conversation with you, and it was important. Um yeah, go ahead, JX. Yeah, you go put yourself on the list. It's exclamation point spirit. Thank you, Letty, for letting people know. Um, so this conversation, what you talked to this person, to your grandfather about, um, was important. He's showing me like a blanket that he has. Maybe this will give you some inkling of which one this is. He's showing me a blanket, like a brown one. It doesn't seem like it's. It looks more not like it was handmade. It looks more like a brownish tan blanket that he had on his lap. Oh, your grandmother. Okay. Okay. Um, but that's what I'm seeing. That on the lap. And so that one, you're not sure. Okay. It was like a thin material. I feel like it seems like thin. It might even be plaid. But that might be a shirt. I'm like, he's showing me plaid now. But he's just indicating there. I'm getting more the grandfather than the grandmother. For um, it's like he's the one who wants to talk, but one always is more play. Okay, one always. So that's the one. Yeah. So I just feel like he really wants to say that the comfort that was there, you know, from you. I feel like there's some comfort, and there's an indication that their heart really swelled up with pride in the fact that you stepped up and makes me feel like you took care of them and like you were the one that stepped up to take care. That's what he says, to take care. And his it's like this pride in knowing that um they could depend on you, and how much that meant to them. Oh, okay. So yeah. So I guess he's talking about when he's talking he's indicating his side of how he feels about what had happened with his wife. So yeah, makes sense. Like how he's very thankful that somebody, yeah, you were there to help her during through her ordeal, her ending. And I think that's why he's wanting to talk more about it. He's showing me, okay, yeah, because I feel like you even baked her bread. It made me feel like you baked her banana bread or some type of loaf of some type of like you baked her something like in a, it looks like banana bread or some, and I feel like it's like, or you baked it with her. It makes it, there's something around her about that, and I feel like it's like he's like indicate he's just showing all the things that he knew that you did that, and it meant a lot to him that you were there. It's just that comfort you brought her because he wasn't able to do that. He was happy you were there. Okay, you bake. Oh, okay, that's what they're saying. Okay, makes sense. In her bread pans. Yep. Okay, you bake it all the time in her bread pans. Okay, yeah. Because and I got chills when I. Okay, you live in. Okay, yeah. I do believe that. Um, but it was interesting when she was showing me. They were showing me the banana bread. It made me feel like you're baking it with them, and I feel like that's what's happening. I mean, they're there with you as you're baking it, and you might not really. I think you do sense it in a way, you know? I think it's like a thing. So you feel them all the time. Yeah, it's good because I feel like they're there with you. Um, she's showing me a bedroom, and I feel like it's like a like not a light blue, but more of like a teal color. And oh, you understand the card as well as okay. And I feel like it's a teal color. I feel like it's a very light teal though, I guess. Um I feel like it's a bedroom. And I see like pink and white floral. I don't know why, like kind of like a couch maybe? Or a yeah, it looks like a, but they're showing me that. I feel like it's your grandmother showing me this. And I feel like I don't know if you changed some decoration, you changed stuff around the house, and started making it more your own. But I feel like, um, oh, somebody said something. I don't know why it's saying that. Okay. Oh, okay. Makes sense. Okay. Oh, you think she hates blue and that's funny. But no, it made me feel like, I don't know, it made me feel like she was actually happy you're doing what you want to do. So, yeah. Well, I think that's funny. But yeah, she's indicating that, and it makes me feel like she's happy that you did change it. So that's so funny. All right. Well, thank you, Lauren, for letting me work with you. And all right, who, Letty? I think you said you're next on the list here. Leave your the grandma and grandpa's love with you, Lauren, and keep on making that banana bread. They enjoy that. So let's see. You're welcome. Okay. I don't know if I said hi to Robin, but hi, Robin. And hi, oh, thank you, Sarah Kothbear. That's nice of you to say. And okay, and you're welcome, Lauren. Okay, Letty. Let's see. I'll give you a different. Let's give you different. Give you the guidance, goddess guidance. Ugh. Wow, goddess guidance cards. There you go. Okay, let's see. Yes, yes. Okay, you like that. All right. Yes, yes, Sarah, of course. Next time I'll be on Facebook tomorrow. I don't know when my next one on TikTok is, but yeah, I'm gonna be in Facebook tomorrow on a different page, not my page. It's on Hands of the Angels. I'm doing a 1 hour live reading um, with there. So yeah, if you want to join their page, it's a private page. So if you join their page, I can read you on there if you want. It's the same type of format, you know. Okay, so Letty. I hope I'm saying that right. Undying love. The love you have shared is eternal, regardless of the situation. Okay, you can read that. And her name is, I'm gonna butcher this probably. Islet. I don't know. Undying love. Okay. All right. Hold on. Like TikTok keeps on telling me something. It contains. Keeps on telling me that I have like a follow for follow. I'm not doing that, so I don't understand what they're saying. Like I didn't. Where have I said that I never said that I needed a follow for follow thing. That's weird. It keeps on yelling at me. No, I didn't do that. I didn't do a follow for follow. I don't know why it's saying that. Okay. I've never said follow me, I'll follow you. I never said that. So I don't know why it's saying that. Okay. The love you have shared is eternal, regardless of the situation. So I feel like for you, Letty, that you do there is times where people there's somebody in okay, what I'm feeling is this. There's somebody in spirit that really hurt you, but they were part of your family, and I feel like they you still unconditionally love them. And I feel like it's that there's some type of they're saying the word forgiveness that you I feel like that's what there's some forgiveness that has happened. Um Woman or man. It felt like well that's the thing is I couldn't that's all I got for now, but it was like I feel like that now for there's a person also living that you have forgive are trying to forgive. I feel like that's a woman. I feel like there's a man in spirit that is saying this. Um, and it's indicating he broke your heart. There's like I felt like my heart, like I felt like a hurt pain. Feel anxiousness. I feel your uncle. Okay. He's showing me a wooded area. I feel like this is an area you go to for reflection or to get away. Is this where you would go to like walk or um and I feel he's showing me that. Feel like you can look and not maybe in that wooded area part, but more in a different part of that same area. He's showing well, he's showing me he's showing me that you can see like a sight see like you can see like far. Like I feel like over something. Okay, you live where the front my front stair. Okay. I said I do live where there's a lot of trees. Okay. Well, if there's an area too that you can like more of a clearing that you can get up on a hill and kind of see further as well. Maybe that your front stairs that makes sense. Maybe it's higher up. Um, I feel like you've reflected a lot on the situation and just come to the understanding that it's just there is forgiveness and there's unconditional love and feel like there's a like he's saying apology and saying that like I feel like a broken heart and not wanting you to feel pain and um but I feel like a man I didn't eh, uncle makes sense because of I do feel like it's not as close to you and it felt like he is in his well he's presenting to me like he's showing me his 40s. I don't know if that's what he's showing. Oh, you weren't close with your grandpa too. Okay. But I do feel like this uncle was showing me in his 40s. I want to say 47. Was your grandpa an anxious person? Because I don't feel like that heart issue is with your uncle. Maybe I was feeling also your grandfather, but I do feel there with your grandfather. He was one that at the end he couldn't like do a lot of walking. Um, and oh, he was senior. Okay. Did he get shot in the woods by accident? He was fairly young when he died. Okay. I wonder. Well, he gave me the, he showed me 47. Like, so I feel like, oh, okay. All right, that makes sense because he was in the, okay. Yeah, I just felt like it was outside. He was in the Dominican Republic. Okay. Um, yeah, I feel like with your grandpa, he's showing me like a cocktail glass. I don't know if he had like his to drink, but he's showing me that, and I feel like he just is I just it's hard because they're both like coming in and out, and so with your grandfather, I feel like your grandmother is with him. Both actually, they like to have their beers. Okay, yeah, it looked like it had like it looked like it was like almost like it was a brown liquid, but it looked like it had ice in it. I thought maybe it was whiskey though. I don't know why. Um, he showed me that. Maybe like that once in a while, unless that's your preferred. Oh, you never met your grandmother? Okay. But yeah, he was indicating like she was with him. Um, and I just get like I don't know where I get I don't know if you are having headaches, but I'm getting pain in my head and I feel like and there's confusion around the family recently. I feel like it's like almost like a worrisome confusion. Um, but they're showing that there's going to be clarity soon. It's just I feel like there's just a lot of people like talking and worrying about the future more so than anything. And I feel like it's more of like fear based, if that makes sense. And I don't and once the fear gets like mode gets like lowered, I feel like you'll feel better. If that makes sense. So not sure. Yeah, I feel like it's just somebody in your family. I don't know if you have a lot of anxiety about things that are about to like you worry about like try to think. Feels like this. It feels like somebody. I'm not sure if it's you or feels like there's just like a generalized family issue that's happening where they're more concerned about they're just constantly going through scenarios of what's going to happen and so then they start it's but the reason why they're doing that is not because they're trying to prepare it's for anything that's really going to happen. It's just more of out of fear. So they I feel like that's what they're it's a round and round thing, you know, that's happening. But I feel like a pain in my head about it. I don't know if it's like people getting headaches and like having issues with just a cloudy mind in general and not really thinking straight, and so they're not making the best decisions. Um, so I'm not saying you, but it might somebody around you. I think it's that forgiveness and that well like that carts of the undying love that really is propelling you through your life. And I think it's that through that understanding of, I feel like you have an understanding of people and how things happened, and it's not that what's happening to other people around you is not going to happen to you because of that, you know, as often. I mean, it happens, but you know what I mean? Um, okay. Yeah. I think it's just that yeah, I think because you're probably fearing what's going to happen and thinking ahead of the game. And it's just like, it's no matter of planning or worrying about it. It's like, you just got to do what you got to do and not, um, if you don't listen to your inner inner self, you go because out of fear, then it's not gonna be good for you. Gotta live not out of fear. So, all right, Letty, thank you for coming to the live and letting me read you. I'll leave your uncle and um, grandfather's love with you. Thanks for working with me. Sarah's little, I think, Cost Bear isn't here. She left. So I'm going to remove her. Unless, yeah, she's gone. All right. So I think we're going to close the list here. Stop entries. Otherwise, I'm never going to leave. So let's see. We got, who's next here? Get a name. What's her name here? I can't see it. I can't see it. Let me make it bigger. Oh, I can't see what that says. Unless she's not here. Whoever's next, let's see. Make it bigger. Oh, Blue's awesome. I don't know if she's here anymore, but if you're here, I will give you a reading. Let's see. Blue's awesome. Let's see. Blue's awesome. If you are here, let me know. Otherwise, Sandra is next. See, maybe she's on a different platform, and I'm just not seeing it. Where is she? Sandra's here. Okay. Yeah, I don't think Blue's awesome is here anymore. Oh, let's see. Crystal Candace wants a reading too. Okay, Crystal, I don't know when you sent that, like 5 minutes ago. Okay, we will do that. We'll do Sandra, and then we'll do, I think, I don't know if Jill's here, but otherwise we'll fit you in, Crystal. Don't worry. All right. So, all right, Sandra. Let's remove that one. Okay, Sandra. Oh, my nose itches. All right, Sandra, let's do, what are we going to do? We're going to do something else. We're going to do Secrets of the Ancestors. Did you have a question, Sandra? I don't think you did. I think somebody else was writing questions earlier. If you guys have questions, I can try to bring forth people. I'm not guaranteeing anything, but do what Spirit says here. All right. Sandra. Mother God, miracles in motion. Ooh. Okay. Mother God, miracles in motion. Just if you get anything, if not completely understand. Okay. All right. It's okay. Yeah, we'll see what we get here. So I feel like Sandra, so the moon. There's something about the moon. feel like you're drawn to something I feel like you're more active at night more so than during the day. I feel like it's your mind, like you're trying to go to bed and your mind is just a little too crazy. Um, I feel like they're making me feel like when you're sleeping, you are having more of like inspiration and like download type energy. There is, I feel like there's something that you're trying to like understand, but you can't grasp it. It's like it's like having something on the tip of your tongue for you, and it's like you know that you forgot something. I feel like you have that feeling sometimes about just like your spirit guide connections. I feel like, yeah, I feel like you have a no, it's like you have this idea of something and it's just like you can't grasp it or something. It's like ungraspable. I don't know how to explain that better than that, but like I felt this with somebody last time I was on, but it was like theirs I could feel like a theirs was an idea or things that they were supposed to be doing like work wise or something, and it was like more of an idea that was still forming in the ether. Yours is like something that's further on your like perspective, and it's something that you're trying to like pull more into sight. um and I feel like it's like you can see it, but it's not really forming. So I think for you, when you start feeling that or want to connect with your spirit guide connections more, I think it going more with those guided meditations where they bring the spirit guides forward might help. Okay, Crystal, I'll read you next before Jill, because Crystal Candace on YouTube wants a reading, so I'll do that after. But I'm giving after I'm done with Sandra here. Okay, Crystal. Um, I feel like for you, Sandra, there's a woman in spirit, and I feel like it's like a friend that she feels like a friend that passed away. Feels almost like a sister, and I feel like because when I said sister, she said mom, so I assume like you have a mom in common, or or she knows your mom. Your stepsister's mama has passed. Okay, so that makes sense because she's like we have a. So it felt like it was a okay. That makes sense because it did feel like it wasn't. Yeah. So this woman, so when she was showing me, if maybe it was a sister, so it must be her, your stepsister's mom, like you're saying, and then feel like this woman had, I don't know if she's showing me a, maybe I assume your sister. She's got brown hair and it's not darker like mine. It's kind of light. And I feel like she is why she's showing maracas, I have no clue, but I'll just say it because sometimes that matters. And so she's showing me that, and then I don't know if I feel like there's a feeling like she's showing like take care of her. I don't know if there's a like she's struggling with stuff right now, the stepsister. Oh, she does have brown. Okay, light brown. And then I don't know if she's like indicating like take care of. I don't know if she's struggling with something right now. Um, like nightlife issues or something. Um, I think there's a transformation that's happening in her, and I feel like there's something that she's like she's pretty calm. Maybe her health is always messing with her. Okay, I feel like there's a transformation happening with her. I feel like um, just energy wise, I feel like there's just take care of her. I think it's maybe she's just concerned with her um being alone. I don't know, or not having somebody to go to. Makes me feel like you're close to each other. It makes me feel like she's that's what she's making me feel. She feel like this her mom um I feel like she had issues with her mom had issues with just communicating, and I feel like she had issues with like um oh, your expression's coming through. I feel like she had issues with communicating. I feel like she had makes me feel like dementia, but it's not dementia. I think it's just more of just like communication and just being um open with other people. Um and just I feel like she just wasn't she said something about being kind. Okay. Okay, that's funny because she said not being kind, and then also you read struggled with mental and not always nice to me. Okay, that's why. Okay, because that's what it feels like. It feels like yeah, this a lot. I'm trying to, but she just wasn't, yeah, kind. And she's just this is what she makes me feel like, and I feel like she's just indicating that she's that you're there to take care of and be of her daughter. So yeah, she struggled. I felt like she was had issues just being able to talk to people and being vulnerable and relating to them in general. And um, it's like she just didn't even think of people. That's why I think where the dementia thought of, like I said, I don't think I didn't have dementia, but more it was just the whole idea of not really thinking of people or acting like she's even aware they're there sometimes. She would just ignore people, you know? And I think it, so, um, but she is, I mean, when in spirit, they, they do understand what they did here. And she's just thankful for you. She's coming through to be thankful for you that you did. You are, especially, you know, close with her daughter. She's showing me like a coin purse, and it makes me feel like it's a coin purse that is those plastic ones where you back in the day you could take them and then you would go like they'd be closed, but then you go like this to kind of open them up. It felt like that. Um, and I feel like that's a something from spirit she's giving you. It doesn't make sense to me, but it might make sense to you. Not sure on that either. It's like a coin person. It would look like, I don't know if she had, when I was doing this, it made me also then think of like a cigarette pack, like those ones that used to have the clasps. They have clasps, and then you could like put your cigarettes inside it, and it was like more of a fancy way of carrying your cigarettes. And it was like, you would, they would snap that way. Okay, so that makes sense. Okay. Because I was like a coin purse, but then I was like, okay, okay, there you go. That's, oh, you use those. Okay. There you go. That's what she's showing me. It's like evidence around, but it was like more of a present from spirit. She's showing me that. Like, I guess it's more of evidence, like proof that it's her and she's around you. So all right. Well, thank you, Sandra, for coming to my live. I hope it gave you some clarity and all right. All right, Sandra. All right. You're welcome. Thanks for coming. Thanks for taking the time and waiting. Oh, yeah. So it made me feel like like I think she's just happy that you're there for her, and I feel made me feel like there was a big connection and a very loving relationship you have with each other and understanding, and like you look out for each other, and that's important. So it's interesting. Your card was like Mother God or something like that. It was interesting. So I'm not saying. I just feel like you have that mothering in I instinct yourself, like to be there for people. Yeah, the way your mom left. Yeah, it made me feel like there was she, the way she was presenting herself. Ah, Mama Bear. Okay, there you go. Yeah, heart race. Yeah, yeah. Nickname Mama Bear. Yeah, I can tell. Yep, feel that. All right, Crystal. If you're still here, Crystal Candace, I can give you a reading. Otherwise, it's Jill's turn. Let's see if Crystal says it. You're welcome, Sandra. Thank you. Let's see if I can write. Oh, yeah, Crystal's here. Okay, Crystal. Thank you for waiting. And then let's see. Oh, we're going to do Intuitive Whisper Oracle for you, Crystal. Okay, let me shuffle these more. Didn't really shuffle that well. And then and then after Crystal, then we'll get back to the list. It'll be Jill. So I didn't forget about you, Jill. Don't worry. All right, Crystal. Mm. So, Crystal, your mind, your body, your soul. I feel, Crystal, are you going? I feel it made me, gave me spa vibes. I feel like you're going out, eh, not to the spa, then maybe more so to a place where, like, with the girls, like with your friends, like you're gonna go out. You have like a trip, maybe not a trip, but some type of event planned that you're gonna do. I feel like there's a draw to do that, or to like connect with your friends in a way that you haven't done in a while. You I feel like you've been, I don't want to say like a I feel like there's been times where you go into modes where you go within yourself, and I think they're indicating like there's a time now that to come out and to enjoy um yourself more. Not with friends. Okay. Thursday. Okay. So it just feels like wanting to enjoy yourself. So maybe it's my feeling of friends is, well, I hope, what it's making me feel like it's more so like the trip that where you're gonna go is something good for your soul, and for like it's not gonna be stressful. So I don't know if this Thursday trip's gonna be stressful, but it's more so like gonna be relaxing. It's gonna be so maybe that's like for me when I go out with my family. I am doing a lot of stuff. So for the family, and it's kind of not as relaxing as like going out with my girlfriends. So maybe that's why I said girlfriends. That's the feeling I have when I go with my girlfriends. I don't have to like, you know, my husband does do more now than he used, but oh, you want to stay home and grieve your breakup. Oh, I think getting out, that's why the feeling of being stuck, like not being stuck, but like wanting to stay and not go out. Yeah, I had that feeling like of wanting to be a hermit and then go. Um, yeah, but they're indicating like it'll be good for you to. It's better to go and do this than stay inside, and that's what they were the feeling I had prior. Like I said earlier, but I think sometimes we feel like we should just stay in, and it, but once you go and do this, I think it's gonna be so you're gonna rejuvenate yourself in a way. It's like when, sometimes when bad things happen, we just want to go within, and but sometimes then we get even like more depressed, you know. I feel like this will help, even though it's not to like get your mind off of it, but it's more to like, they're saying like show that you're there's just a strength to still showing up and doing things, I guess is what it's saying. There's a when you said breakup, so there's a feeling that the breakup wasn't totally surprising. You had a feeling that it was going to happen. um And in the long run for you, if I'm not sure if it feels like it now, right now, but it's you're gonna find somebody better that does treat you the way you should be treated. I feel like he wasn't really treating you the right way. Um, there was a like an absence of of feeling. They said of understanding your feelings of um and you were doing a lot. So I think it was like a push and pull type thing. That makes sense. I feel like there's well, they're saying the word magnitude, like there's like a magnitude of problems. Oh, yeah, you did a lot, yeah. I feel like it wasn't equal. Yeah. There's an issue with yeah, yeah. I feel like there's a feeling of that you I feel like that there's I don't know if you have a father in spirit, but it's making me feel like your father there's an issue with your father that you have. Like he doesn't value you as much as he should as well. Um, I feel like there's a his I feel I feel like this is his grandma his your grandma, his mom talking. Um, your dad's mom. And I feel like she's in spirit and she's saying that he's not I feel like there's something to do with your dad. Like he's not as I think there's a value thing that is happening where he's saying like I don't think people are valuing you for you, and your grandmother is saying that your value is more important. How you value yourself is more important than how other people value you. So, and not to depreciate your own value. Does that makes sense? Yeah. So that's what she's saying. And she's saying like I feel like it's just like more of like not trying to please people and allow people to please you more. So then, step back, allow it to happen to you for you. You talk to your dad now? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I feel like it's just like was more so I feel like it was more so in the past. But it was just like I feel like it's just like an idea of how you feel about like um the change in yourself that has to that needs to kind of happen. I think it's just those boundaries you put up with your dad and but put up, and I think it's happened more so than it did in the past. I feel like it's this thing in the past. I feel like maybe when you were a child, he expected more of you than or a teenager, and it's changed since, and it was a trying to get that trying to make sure that you were doing things correctly, and it was just now as you got an adult, it's the relationship's better. That make I yeah. Oh, I don't know. Are you talking about the person that you just broke up with? No, that's not what she's saying. I think it's more um, that she's talking more about you and your dad than about not about your relationship. It's, that's the feeling I get. I feel like she's talking more about that. I feel like you have gotten red roses recently. She's just showing me red roses, and I feel like it's more of, well, if you've gotten them recently or not, but I feel like it's like showing more of the unconditional love of yourself and that you will get the love that you deserve. And I'm not saying it's with the person that you just broke up with or not, but it's more so um I feel like you will, but I don't think it's with the person you just had a breakup with. I feel like no. Yeah. Okay. Um but yeah, I don't know if the red roses are more metal, like I said, like an unconditional, like that undying love type thing. She's showing me those. I don't, so that's why I didn't sometimes, but that's like a present from spirit for you. So I just I feel like you had a good relationship with this grandmother, and she did help you understand some of the dynamics. You're just drained. Yeah. I feel like she has helped you understand the dynamics of the family and how your emotions, you know what I mean? Like you're able to talk to her about things, or she just has an understanding of you in general too. Like but I feel like this trip is going to revitalize you. You are going to feel, I feel like just getting out is going to help. And that's what they were saying in the beginning. Um yeah. I mean, they said crown activation. So I feel like that's more of like, that energy is going to be coming from, just kidding. He wasn't close to her. Okay. Just because she just understands what you're going through. I just feel like like she's indicating like she understands. She's just saying she understands. Um, and I get a sense that she does. She's just embracing you. I don't feel like it's a hug as much, but more embracing you as a person and as a as her, just kind of like having you in a bubble and understanding that she's just trying to protect you in a way. Um, like she's around you and protecting you. I feel. I don't know why I feel that way, but so I'm sorry you're going through that, Crystal. That's hard. A breakup's hard, and but I really do believe, even though you don't feel like you want to go on the trip, it's going to be very beneficial for you, and you're going to have a fun time. So okay, thank you for coming and letting me read you today, Crystal. I really appreciate it. Okay, Jill, you're next. Hi, Club Omen. Will I move west? I don't know. I have, I can read you next time, Club Omen. I'm sorry. My next time I go on live, I think is on Tuesday. I'm just gonna do the rest of the list, and then I'm gonna sign off. But you're welcome, Crystal. Thank you for coming. I really appreciate it. I hope it gave you something. tried. Okay. Jill, how about some mermaids? Mermaid lady. Give them mermaids. Perfect. Okay. Mermaids. Okay. There you go. Jill, Jill, Jill. They were showing me roller skating, Jill. I'm Arama. I don't know how to say this name, but it says Wonder Voyage Crossing Deep Waters Pilgrimage Pilgrimage Journey of the Soul. Okay. Sounds pretty. Um they're showing me I feel like there's like a box or a trunk or of something someone's you have. I feel like it's like you haven't gone through it yet. Um that picture of her that they were showing, she was, if you remember, they were showing her like kind of looking down into the water and like trying to put her hand out, and then it looked to me, it didn't make sense, but then it's like they showed me a box and you trying to like, I feel like it's a box or like a wooden box, and I feel like you're something about looking through it. I don't know if you've gone through it yet or, but I feel like there's some letters in there that somebody wrote while they were away. There are letters that somebody wrote to somebody. Um, I feel like they haven't been looked at in years. You don't really have anything like that. Anything with letters? Hmm. I feel like there's just something that's been put away. Um, like letters from someone. Okay. I don't know. Okay, I want to do something else because that felt weird. All right. At least not a box. My husband has one. Oh, okay. Maybe that's what it is. All right. Okay. I don't know. I feel like there's something that you've been wanting to do. And this is I don't think this pertains to the letters, but I feel like there's something that you've been wanting to do. Um, okay, this is where things I can't let things go. But I feel like those letters are, if they are your husband's, maybe they're connected to like his mom or his grandma. Maybe it's them. Um, I feel like there's a woman in spirit that he got them from or something. And I feel like that, um, yeah, his mom. Okay. All right. Makes sense. It's like I felt like you had just got, like you haven't been able to go through them yet. So, um, I feel like they're letters from somebody that was like, I don't know if they're something that she had gotten from, like, I don't want to say, like, I makes me feel like somebody that was overseas, like, or something. Um, did she pass away just from old age? I feel like she passed away from old age. She might have had like issues with remembering things. And it does feel like you guys got along okay. I don't feel a sense of, I feel like you had a good relationship with her. And if you don't want to talk otherwise, then you don't have to say. But that's what feeling I get. I feel like you guys got along. Um, and I feel like, she was. I feel like there's a thankfulness of for you being in the family. I feel like, and the love you have for her son. I feel like she knows how deep this love, you guys' love, does go. I mean, it has transcended a lot. Okay, yeah, got along great. That's what it made me feel that way. It just like my mind comes in. I'm like, well, what if they didn't? Like, I don't want her to have to say that on here. Like, what I mean. Um, but I feel like your love with your husband. She's making me feel like it has transcended so much. It makes me feel like you've been married for a bit, and I say for a bit. I feel like a while. Um, yeah, it could be a box of her stuff still. Yeah, I don't know if there's letters of. I felt like there was like letters of stuff, um, but I feel like there's been things like lately that you've been allowing yourself just to not. Oh, he's still going through. Okay, yeah. So I feel like, yeah, that's what I'm. It just made me feel like you guys have been going through stuff, all of it. Yeah. So I think there's letters. It makes me feel like somebody was in, like, overseas, like in military or something. I don't know. Like they had wrote letters, if that makes sense. Um, and she had saved him. So she gives me. Oh, okay, yeah, she saved him. So it made me feel like military. Yep. Okay, he's retired army and was overseas. Okay, I feel like she saves these things, something of his, of, like, feels like letters. Maybe there's something else like that's paper that she saved, but I feel like she saved stuff from that. And okay, thank you. And I feel like for you, she's been letting me know. I feel like you've been allowing, like, I feel like she's telling me that you have been trying to let go of, like, a schedule. feel there's a schedule that you usually have. I feel like there's been a change, and you've been trying to just kind of go with the flow. I feel like your time has now become more fluid, if that makes sense. And I don't know if you're retired or if you're just having more time off, or just, but it makes me feel like your routine, you're trying to not allow your routine to dictate your life. You have less structure, and you're trying to allow, like, yourself to kind of be guided by other things, which is good. I feel like it's more of an intuition based than physical time based um, way of living that you're trying to do. Be more open in general. Okay. Yeah. And I feel like just going with the flow, and like if something, you feel guided to do something or to look something up, I feel like you're more apt to do that than you were before. I feel like it's before you would um kind of you had more of a rigid idea of what you had to do, and like you wouldn't stray from that. And I feel like it is coming more of a, and I feel that it feels more natural to you then, and things kind of fall more in line. I feel like it feels like more like you're able to manifest better, and um things are just kind of like falling more in to your favor, you know. And I asked her if she had a gift from spirit. She just said the word angel. It didn't make me feel like, and I was like an angel figurine, or but she didn't seem to indicate that. But then when she said angel, it made me feel like she feels like you're an angel. Oh, she said that to you at one point. Um, oh, you tend to be structured and trying to let that go. Yeah, yeah, it's hard. But I feel like you're feeling like it's more of a natural thing now. It's feeling more natural than it has in the past. Um, oh, she did. Okay, she's just said you're you're an angel. Yeah, that's what she said. Because I was like, angel, like you mean like an angel figurine? And it's made me seem like no. It's like she was saying like you're an angel. So yeah. So thank you, Jill, for coming, especially with dealing with yourself. Yeah. Well, the mom knows, the mother knows. So I'm glad. Yeah, I did get the impression you had a great relationship with her, but it was like my mind came in like, what if she didn't? I don't want to have to say that she never, didn't online. So, all right, and yeah, just keep on trying to let spirit guide you to what they want you to see. I think that's the key to sometimes, all of a sudden you're like, oh, I should go do. I feel like I should do this. So yeah, she was great. Yeah, she is. She seems very just loving, but I don't want to. She's very loving, and I don't get. But when I say loving, it's like the all encompassing. Like I'll do everything. It was more of like she was just loving, and looked at you guys as adults, and just really um felt like equals, and didn't make you feel like you're like a kid. She kind of she like some parents kind of make you feel like you're still, even though you're 50, you're still a kid to them. It was felt more like she really was thoughtful the way she interacted with you, and how aware of your own independence, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And I think that's That's great. All right. I'm sorry for your guys' loss, but thank you for coming. And she totally get that she was, yeah, yeah. So okay. Thank you, Jill, for waiting. I really appreciate it. Let's see. I think we have, if she's here, Kristen Phillips. Kristen Phillips. Kristen. Kristen? Kristen? You're welcome, Jill. I appreciate you. Okay, thank you, Kristen. You're here. Cool. Thank you for waiting. All right. Right. All right. Okay. You just really want that. Okay. I'll try to concentrate on that, Christian. Kristen. I don't want to. Your mom. I'm gonna pull a different card deck. I don't know why. I have a Celtic. What do I have? I don't know what I have. Let's do this one. We're gonna do the Wild Woman Oracle. Let's see what we get there. But so right now, I don't know. This is in relation to your mom, but I saw doilies. Um, you know the lacy things that usually people would put on their end tables or their coffee table. You know, you can crochet them. People do, but it's hard. They're hard, and yes, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so made me feel like um I don't know, just 80s vibes. I don't know why that I was, but I'm she's saying fish. So I'm just telling you what she's saying. So fish made me feel like fish you eat. Um and this is kind of weird. It was like, okay, so she said this is the card deck. The Sacred Rebel. Humility. So that's exactly. I was getting like 80s vibes. But I feel like I get a very homey feeling right now, like a very homey, very comfortable, like feeling. And I feel like there was just this energy around. I'm feeling like it's a mom energy. It feels like an energy around her that just feels nostalgic and comfortable. And I feel like she saying had an air about her. Um where she could make you comfortable and feel like she was reminiscing a lot before she passed away. Yeah, I feel like she was reminiscing a lot before she passed away, like, or there's just something about reminiscing, and I feel like there's a comfortableness about thinking back to that. Okay, past things. I feel just 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 like, and it's a very like, because I didn't have a feeling like she passed, that I felt like that's what she was able to talk to you about stuff before she did. And I feel like it was like more so that there was understanding that she was going to pass away. But there was a comfortable, like, just to think back to that was, to think back to those times was very comforting, and knowing that there was this happiness there, um just joy, and remembering. I feel like there is a sadness now to it, obviously, she's saying. Hmm. That's nice. Yeah, I feel like there's a sadness to that. I She's making me indicating how she does feel that you feel that now. Um those times though were so magical. I feel like you guys were like really indicating how lucky you all are. There's a luck there that you felt, and I feel like there's, yeah, memories still hurt. And I feel like there was a indication that how lucky she was that she had you, how she didn't have that with her, as close with her mom. I feel like there's some relationship she didn't have that she felt like she had with you. Um, I feel like there was more of an understanding of each other, and how it's like your soul knows that you're connected more. Yeah, you're connected more than just by blood. It's more like there's this feeling of being connected that is more, that's something we don't understand, I guess. It's that soul, like, connection of, I feel like I'm home when I'm with this person, you know? I feel like I'm understood without even be having saying anything, and or having to explain myself, you know? Um when she lived with, yeah, exactly. I feel like there's a that that connection is rare between people, and it's very, and I think it's her saying how lucky she was that she had that, with you, and that you had that experience together, and how no matter how much pain she had to go through in losing you by, or you losing her through this, you still have each other. And it's that connection that really drives this world, and it's good that you experienced that. So that's what she's saying. So I'm glad you were able to have her with you before she passed, and I think that she was very thankful for the comfort you brought her. And I just really feel her energy, the love that she has, that unconditional love, is very moving, and it's hard. So to lose, and I do feel for you, and she's there with you. Um, I feel like there's like it's making me feel like a certain song that would play that you do remember her more so. I feel like it's a song um that she always liked. Like it was a song that she just it's like she had her own song. I don't understand where it would have been from, but it was like she had her own um so oh. And sometimes if you are grieving, they want you to be able to grieve a little bit, and allow you that space. If you feel her and you start getting upset, I think they feel bad and don't want to cause you any pain, so they kind of step back, and that might be why her and your dad's song. Okay, yeah, she was saying her song. It made me feel like it was like a wedding, but I just so well. Thank you, Kimberly, for sharing the live. And so for um, Kristen, I was thinking I'll ask her for a present from Spirit for you, and yeah, I don't know why I keep on just seeing records, you know, um, like a record, like album records. I don't know if she had those, but I keep on seeing those, and they're not any in particular, but it makes me feel like just music in general. She's trying to give you. I don't know if you have blue jays by you, but she showed me a blue jay as well. Um, I know. I keep on. I know. Why do I? Because you slip and call me Christian. I know. I don't know why I keep on saying that. Kristen. I know. I don't know why I keep on saying that. Um. She is. I mean, I keep on saying. I keep on fixing myself, even though I'm like, because I think because I. That's so funny. Yeah, she. I feel like she is because like I keep on fixing it like, every time I say it. Um. That's funny. She loved birds. Okay. Yeah, it was like a blue jay. It made me think of like a blue jay. Those blue, because it's just the color blue on them, just the color of them. I feel like um, it just was so. I think she just thought they were so beautiful. The color, the way they had the colors. Um, her favorite color was blue. Okay, there you go. um, and now she just showed me like a heart necklace. So I feel like there's she just wants to keep on. So there's that. It makes me feel like it's a locket or some sort. So, but it doesn't like it should be a locket, but it was more of a yeah. Okay, you know what I mean? Okay, cool. Um, oh my God, yeah. Okay, good. That's I like that response. So you we are just talking about the locket. Oh wow, okay, that's awesome. I'm so happy. Okay, I'm glad. Okay, so that's what she's All right, Kristen, thank you for coming. I'm sorry for your loss, and it's hard with people that you connect with that way. Um, I can I know that I had that with my dad, and it's hard. It's hard. So, um, my heart goes out to you. But she's there with you. It's just you might not feel her as much because of the pain that it might bring, and when she's afraid of that. But um, she's there. Hi, Lisa. Well, I am um almost done um reading, so I'm gonna just only gonna do one more. But if you come back to my next live, I think it's on Tuesday, I can. So, oh, thank you, Kristen. Thank you. I'm glad I was able to connect with her, and yeah, I felt your mom. Yeah, it's totally really connected with it. I do. Yeah, I'm glad I was able to do that for you. Or, sometimes it's hard. Sometimes you can't. And I do what I can. So, all right. How can you pay for reading? Oh, you can go to if you want a private reading, you can go to my Facebook and message me there. Um, and I do 30 minutes, I think, for 55. Are you able to get it now, like right after my live? Oh, I mean, sure, if you want, we could do that. Um, if you just want a 15-minute reading, I'll do it for $20. I don't know. Um, so let me know, Carson. I have Zoom, so I could Zoom you or whatever. All right, last one of the night. Yeah, after the live, if you want to, do you want to? I can just message me on Facebook. Okay, let me see. I'm willing to do it. Remove top entry. Just all right. JX1115. Yeah, message me on Facebook. It's the Angie in Wonderland page. Um, you'll see my face, and and then I'll send you the Zoom link, and we'll do it from there. All right, JX1115. Let's see what we got. Yeah, see what I want to do. All right, geez. All right, we'll do Celtic Spirit. But yeah, I'm always open to private readings if you don't want to wait for a live. It's more. I can go more in depth. I won't. You can ask questions. You can talk to me. All that stuff, and it's a little easier because. All right, there we go. Or if you feel inclined to tip me, go to my Ko-fi page, and you can tip me on there if you feel like or another energy exchange is by giving you reviews on Facebook or Google. That's always nice. So I appreciate any reviews or whatever. So for JX115, I got the Green Fairy, Mischief, Freedom, Reckless. Yeah, I feel like for you, JX115, I feel like you're very I want to say not sarcastic, but more of like well, there is mischief to you, but not in the sense of like when I'm saying this stuff, it's not a bad thing though. I feel like you've got like I feel um like a sly smile, you know? And like like you think of something and people can know that you're like up to like something. You know what I mean? Um, Hi, Vanny and Tay. I'm sorry. This is my last reading, and then I'm gonna be done. But if you want to come to my next live, you can. Um, JX is laughing. Okay, because of what I said. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, I feel like they know that you're up to something. I feel like this is more of feels like a mother energy. It could be a grandmother. When I said mother, I still feel like it could be a grandmother, like they could know when you were up to something. I do feel like that you still when you were younger, but I feel like you still kind of are that way. Like when you have an idea, you kind of get an idea, you kind of laugh. Um, have that face, and I think it's like they're indicating like it means that like things are changing, like things are gonna change, things are gonna um I feel like there's a force to it though, more so than anything. I think there's like you will take something and you will be able to spin it around and make it into something more, if that makes sense. um there's there's something that you're able to do. You're able to take understand how to take things and bring them into your favor. And I feel like that through that ability of yours is has benefited you. I think it's just you just know you I feel like this is within your work. Hi, Kelly, how you doing? um I feel like this is in your work, JX, that you're able to do that. Yes, okay. um Hi, Kelly. I've been on a while. I'm almost done. I'm glad you're doing good. You're welcome. You work in education. Okay. Yeah, I feel like so you might know that sly smile too from others and know when they're up to no good. um so hi, Libra Queen. Nice. You've been trying to get promoted. Okay. Yeah, I feel like it's just I feel like maybe that what she's indicating, you know how to turn things to make them in your favor. I feel like something's happening that you can like I don't want to say I'm not saying you're going to do some not I'm not saying like bring it I feel like it's something you're able to like showcase that you did to bring that promotion up more into um your in your into your favor. You know what I mean? Hi, Nat. Okay, I'll call you Natalie. Thanks for joining. This is my last reading, Natalie. Otherwise, I'm gonna call it a day. But if you come back to my other one, another live, I'll make sure you get read. So I think I have one scheduled Tuesday. Um, so I'll make sure you get read next time. I feel like there's something, JX, that you're gonna that like I said, you have done that you could showcase more and turn it into your like your favorite. I think that's what they're kind of indicating. And I feel like your grandmother is saying she always knew that you would um she's showing like you show the way, which I'm assuming is with the with her job, but but it makes it seem like it's more so as well, um like you in the family you're able to show through what your own actions show others what they could do because they didn't think it was possible. Um it doesn't I mean I'm sure you could put that in with your job, but I felt like it was not just with that. I think it was more so with like siblings, like you could were you the first to go to college or to do something that really your family never really set out to do? Okay. Yes. Okay. I feel like there's something like that, and you're like something to show the way of that, and she's very showing how like proud she is. First to go to college. Okay. Yeah. I feel like she's very proud. I don't know if she was alive when you came out of um college, but I feel like she's just showing that it was really great that you were able to, you know, show people that it was possible, that I think it's those generational changes that we make, that you are doing, not just with that. I think it's also with um how you interact with other people in the family, and not taking um not just taking things for the way they want you to take them. You're actually, I feel like it's like not like a bucking of the system type thing, but kind of it's like you're saying, hey, like I'm not gonna just pretend like this person didn't hurt me. I'm gonna say something, and yeah, I feel like it's something like that. Um, it's allowing yourself to you're you are allowing yourself to have the space, and showing that you know how much you're valued. And I think she's really, it's that type of energy that you're bringing to the, I feel like just bring into the world, and it's what the world needs. It's just the world, the way the world needs to be seen. And I feel like it's she's just very appreciated. I don't know, I get this feeling of my heart. I feel like she had issues with her heart, and I feel like it's maybe how she passed. It's just the heart. I feel like my heart. And she's showing me a parrot. I don't know why. A parrot. Uh, makes me feel like one of your. I feel like there's somebody that used to like repeat things. One of your siblings like would repeat what you would say a lot. Yes, you keep seeing parrots. Oh, interesting. Well, she showed me a parrot. I felt like it might have been like somebody mimicking you, but that's what all it is. It's just parrots. Interesting. Yeah. Um. So maybe that's her sign that she's with you. If you keep on seeing them, maybe I feel like that's what it is. I feel like she's showing parrots. Okay, flying in the sky. Wow, where do you live? I live in Florida. Interesting. But yeah, maybe that's what she's. That's her sign showing that she's near you, that she's around. Um, that's the way I feel. Okay. So that's probably where what she's showing you to show that she's around very much around you. So, um I'll leave her love with you, JX. Or thank you for waiting and being, and I really appreciate it. So, okay. I hope that good luck on your promotion. I feel like you're going to get it. So, it's just I feel like there's something you're going to highlight in your job. Something's going to happen and you're going to be able to highlight that and really prove that you deserve it. What you do deserve. I just think it is going to happen. So, well, thank you. And thank you everybody for coming. And I think, I don't know when I'm on next, but next time I'm on is 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern time on Hands of the Angels. You have to be their Facebook page. You have to be, um, that's tomorrow. And you have to be on, it's a private page. So you have to join to go on there. So it's the same format. So I'm only on there for an hour. But otherwise, I think I'm back on TikTok and stuff on Tuesday. I'm not sure when I scheduled myself. All right. Well, thank you everyone. Thank you. I appreciate it, and I'll see you soon. All right. Bye.